What about me tells you I would want to go get coffee and go on a walk? Stop asking me stupid questions.
Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And in this video, we're going to be talking to you about a woman complaining about low effort dates. The dating world is so interesting because so many people have different expectations. Some people like low effort dates. You go for a coffee and for a walk or something like that. And some people are like, no, I want to be taken out someplace nice. If I'm going to go through the effort of putting on makeup and getting dressed up, I want to do something that feels special.
And a lot of people have different types of lifestyles. What's interesting is on the dating apps, you kind of get pulled together with a lot of different kinds of people that maybe you might not interact with in the real world or organically. Maybe people have different lifestyles.
You know, maybe that should be an option on the dating sites. Like, do you prefer low effort dates or high effort dates?
It's not a bad idea.
You can switch and toggle back and forth, and that way you can choose what you would like. And so somebody has an idea, because we have these expectations built up in our mind of what we want, but people don't know that. And I think it's perfectly reasonable to say, let's go for a coffee and a walk, right? Now, me personally, I'm not a coffee date guy. I wouldn't go on a coffee date. I would maybe go on and get a drink and go for a walk or something like that, go to a park or something fun. But, you know, everybody has their own expectations. I'm certainly not going to get mad if somebody suggests it.
I'm sensitive to caffeine, and I wouldn't even get mad. A coffee date.
But
do you know what caffeine does to me?
It wakes you up when it's 8:59.
It wakes my bowels up too.
Oh, wow. That was a visual. Sounds like you're going through a breakup.
No, I'm just going through some Java.
So we've got an interesting video today where this woman gets really angry about coffee dates. Let's play it. See what you guys think.
I got asked to go on a date the other day, but he wanted to get coffee and then go on a walk. Mind you, the only pictures I have of me outside on my Instagram are me at a beach outside the country. All the other pictures of me are in heels, dressed up, makeup done, hair done. What about me tells you I would want to go get coffee and go on a walk? Stop asking me stupid questions. And he was like, I only want a girl who appreciates walks or like simple things. Then go get a dog. I'm a but I'm not a dog. Stop wasting my time asking me stupid.
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty aggressive.
I think so too.
Normally, you are pretty defensive with these people. What do you have to say about this one?
This one, man, it's a coffee and a walk. That's what I gotta say. I like walks. I think walks are a great way to get to know someone. You talk, you walk, you see the scenery, something calm, you know. And I hear what she's saying, that she might live a different kind of lifestyle. She likes to travel. She likes to maybe do some fine dining and dress up and go out. But who is above a walk? Who is above a stroll?
Yeah, really. And you know what's interesting is like the way she thinks about her profile of, I have one picture at me at the beach and the rest of them are me dressed up or whatever. And she just assumes that because there's only one picture of her at the beach that somebody would think she wouldn't want to go for a walk.
Yeah.
It's a huge leap in logic. I'm sorry, but how do you come to that conclusion? Oh, she won't like walks. She only has one picture of her outside walking. The rest of her, she's sitting down, leaning, resting, laying. Clearly, she doesn't want to walk.
Well, and we've seen other videos that are similar to this. I think there was another one about a coffee date that we had where it was that similar sentiment of it being too low effort, or it's not like a nice fancy dinner. When you're meeting people online, you can communicate these things.
Put it in your profile. How's that? Put it in your profile. I prefer nice dinners, you know, long walks at the restaurant. She likes to walk to the back of the restaurant to the front.
Yeah, you can communicate these things because somebody, first of all, somebody you meet organically is not going to know that unless you bring that up either. But especially on an app, they're not going to know that about you. They're not going to know that that's what you expect. And you don't want to let something that could be completely out of chance, just what they would pick as a first date, to be like a make or break it. Now, if they say, hey, let's, I don't know, go to an abandoned building and jump into a
Pile of glass.
yeah, then you could kind of say, okay, well, let me weed this person out. But to me, coffee and a walk sounds reasonable. It sounds like a chance to get to know somebody. That's really what you're doing when you're going to be getting to know somebody on a dating app.
And she's so angry about it too. She's really angry about wasting her time. Like, I don't know, what do you think our life is going to be like together? Like, we don't walk anywhere. We're just always at an expensive restaurant or on a plane traveling to our next destination. Like,
Yeah.
let's be reasonable here. Okay. Say, listen, if you don't want to go on a coffee date, that's fine. But just say, I would prefer if we went to do dinner or someplace nice, or dinner and I don't know, you find something fun to do in your area, whatever
Right.
it
Or
might
even tell this person, hey, I really like to dress up. I really like to, you know, get ready and go
Yeah.
somewhere nice. You know, would that be something that you're open to?
But to get so angry and hostile toward somebody that you don't really know, and she just seems so angry to me.
And there's a sense of entitlement, yet again, that comes with that of I'm entitled to this person, first of all, reading my mind and knowing what I would like, or deducting that from a couple Instagram posts, or, you know, this person must take me to fine dining, must have a very high effort first date in order to even just get my attention.
Yeah.
So there's just that sense of entitlement that comes with that too.
There's nothing wrong with the preferences.
Yeah.
It's just about communicating it in a way
Right.
that, you know, you're not missing out on somebody that might be a good person for you just because they have a different idea of a first date.
Right, and it seems like we're forgetting that the point of the dating app is to connect. Maybe it's not for her. maybe dating apps for her connection, that's not her thing. She just likes to live a certain type of lifestyle. I don't know. But we got to be able to talk and get to know somebody and really connect, you know, on that level. So
It's so much more than about where you go or an effort for a date. Some people don't want to invest a lot of money on a first date because they're like, I don't know who this person is, and they might be crazy. You know, so some people are, you know, not wanting to spend a lot of money or a high effort date for somebody they've never met, and that would be okay. But I think you need to communicate those preferences without making a big deal about it and see how they respond. So what if she says, you know, I'd rather go for a dinner and sit down at dinner and dessert and get to know you a little bit better. And he says, no, thank you. I just wanted to do and then she could say, okay, you know what? Then
maybe we're not compatible.
yeah, you're already not listening to my preferences, and I'm, you know, okay, fine.
Yeah.
But for her to expect the guy to know that she doesn't like coffee dates from the get-go and be so angry about it, it's like,
yeah, and there's a lot of reasons as to why somebody would suggest a coffee date, like you said. Maybe they've had past experiences where they have gone full out on the first dates, and maybe they've had experiences where people didn't like it, or they felt overwhelmed or love bombed, or maybe they put in a lot of effort and were, you know, very disappointed, or whatever it might be. But communication here really is the point.
yeah, I think you made a good point about the mind reading and the entitlement. And if she has this mindset already when you don't really know her, what would she be like in a relationship? Is she just demanding? Is she just feeling entitled all the time, that, you know, or not empathetic about how you see things? I don't know. We don't know much about her, but the little we've seen, it just seems like she's very angry about people wasting her time and how she views how she wants to spend her time.
Yeah, and I can't help but feel like this kind of a message from her might be blocking opportunities that might be actually viable and might be nice for her. So,
well, I think a lot of people might see this and they wouldn't be interested in taking her out after this, after how angry she is and cursing and, you know, almost aggressive, you know? So I think instead of having an attitude of being angry about it, you just say, hey, how about this instead? And maybe they would have had a great date. Maybe she would have enjoyed that walk.
yeah.
Maybe she would have got bit by a dog and said, I hate walks. This is why I knew I shouldn't have gone on a walk.
We have to be
You never know.
flexible in relationships. And yes, we can have preferences. Yes, we can have certain different lifestyles. Yes, we can have wants and desires. We also got to be able to communicate those things. There's nothing wrong with on a dating app where you can connect with so many different types of people to ask for a coffee date. There's nothing wrong with that in my eyes.
What do you think? Leave your opinion. Share what do you think about this situation and how she's coming across about this first date. Would you want to go out with her? Would you be interested if she had this kind of attitude? I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Also, what's your idea of a good first date? I know some people have certain ideas of that, of like it needs to be like in the middle or it needs to be at night, or you know, people have different ideas. What's your idea of a good first date for somebody that you meet on a dating app? I'm curious to hear about that.
Good question. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you want to get our help personally, you could do that on my website, askgreg.net. I do email coaching and I do Zoom calls. Coach Victoria is also available for Zoom calls.
I'm here whenever you'd like to chat.
Just click on her name at the top of the website to schedule with her. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth.
And I'm Coach Victoria.
And we will talk with you soon.